Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Blue Beetle and how it's dead on arrival. And the reason why is literally kind of self-explanatory. You got them talking about movie projections of the movie, between 12 million and 17 million. Hell, they don't even think it's going to even get close to 100 million globally at all. Like, it's bad. It is bad, and they have given up on the movie. James Gunn's given up on the movie. Warner Brothers given up on the movies. They said they're not allowed to promote the movie. Zolo Marnitas and the director, before the strike came, they were like, well, they're not allowed to promote it, and they hope that people will come and see it. Like, they're doing like damage control. Well, yeah, of course they're gonna have to do damage control, because first off, this movie was never meant to be an actual movie for streaming services, but David Zaslav was confident that this movie can be something to be marketable on the big screen. Except his moronic ass forgot that he told James Gunn to announce rebooting the DC EU, and that kind of killed whatever momentum you had with DC anyway. I mean, it wasn't much there, but it was something. But once you tell people like, hey, we're rebooting your movie universe, why would people show up for your movies? Stupid. Like, then the director and Zolo was saying like, hey, Batman's a fascist, and if it made you mad, then we did our job. How many times are we supposed to go through this? Like, how many times you have to learn this lesson, old man? Like, why the hell would you antagonize your fans? You want people to see it. First off, Zolo, Blue Beetle, the Robbie Reyes one, is literally the third Blue Beetle, and he was literally created for diversity and inclusion points. Yes. If people know, he was created because DC at the time, after Infinite Crisis, they decided that they were going to create more diverse heroes. Either they were going to be legacy characters, new sidekicks, or whatever. And Blue Beetle number 3 was part of that deal. So they wanted a little bit more Latino background. Bam, they got it with Robbie Reyes, who was the third Blue Beetle after the second Blue Beetle, Ted Kord, was killed by Maxwell Lord in Infinite Crisis. And honestly, Ted Kord is the well-known Blue Beetle. Yes, we do have Robbie Reyes, but everybody knows Ted Kord because Ted Kord got killed in Infinite Crisis, which led to Robbie Reyes getting the Scarab anyway, because Ted's company had it at the time. So it's kind of weird that people seem to forget about that character. I mean, forget that you're here because you're a diversity inclusion person. I mean, don't get me wrong, the character's done well, but let's not forget ourselves. But for you to attack the fans who were upset about the Batman joke, which I had said, it doesn't matter if it was a joke or not. People are tired of people downgrading or attacking their heroes, especially when the media outside of the quote-unquote movie universe itself makes a joke. You know what I'm saying? When you have jokes, when you keep constantly bashing and bad-mouthing your fans and their heroes that they love, people get tired. People don't even want to hear a joke from you anymore, because they know that the reason why you're doing the joke is to try to get them up-riled. But what it's doing is it's not getting them up-riled to the point where it makes them want to go see the movie. It's getting them up-riled to the point where they are ignored the movie. And that's what people are going to do. They're probably not going to go see this movie. And I can't blame them. The Batman fascist line was stupid. Probably not really explaining what Ted Kord is. Creating a made-up sister of his just to make it evil, because white people bad kind of nonsense, instead of actually giving him like the Brood or someone else that he could be fighting off. They have to make sure that Ted Kord's sister is the major villain of the movie. But I mean, it sucks, and I know some people are like, I can't believe DC's giving up on this movie. I mean, I can. The movie was never meant to be in theaters in the first place. Like, what else do you want to do? Like, what else can you do when a movie was never made for film? It was made for television, streaming. And they thought it was going to be a good idea, you know? If anything, you know, there should be like your co-CEO, James Gunn, out there pushing and promoting it. He should have been pushing and promoting it instead of promoting, oh, look, we're gonna reboot this new universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, he barely scratched the surface with the upcoming movies in the pipeline. He was just like, it's whatever. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, great. But, you know, you want people to watch these movies. And David, you know, you stupid because you the one who agreed to the nonsense, talking about how amazing these movies are, when in fact they're not good movies. They're horrible horseshit movies that have lost your companies millions of money. And you still got Peter Safran and James Gunn there. Like, I don't understand. If both of these motherfuckers done did something for your company, and both projects that James Gunn has failed, it doesn't matter what the reasoning is, they have failed. Period. Point blank, period. Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad failed to deliver. Regardless of what anyone is saying, they failed. They failed merchandisable-wise. They failed with money-wise. People is not buying Peacemaker stuff. People are not buying the Suicide Squad stuff. It is what it is. I'm just telling you how it is from more of a business kind of and a customer standpoint, that you can't just throw out shit and expect people to get it, especially when your movie was already on shaky ground. It is what it is. Then Peter Safran done produced most of those movies after Snyder left, and a lot of the movies that he produced failed to deliver. And yet you make him a co-CEO of the DC studio. Does that make logical sense? Again, what business savvy mind person would actually do something so stupid like that? No one would, you know? No one would. You couldn't. Common sense would say, like, nah, I'm not going to use the people that actually fucked up and we lost money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can get mad at Snyder all you want to, but if anything, the man had a plan, and I'd rather us go with his plan and maybe somebody going in there tweaking a little bit with him than somebody like, yeah, you know, we're gonna completely reboot, gut the DCEU, and we're gonna do things that I like to do, and hope to God people like it. Because now Blue Beetle is just sitting there like, hello, is anybody gonna watch me? Because, like I said, a lot of people was turned off by the Batman is a fascist line. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all can get mad all you want to, but sometimes when you put your foot in your mouth, these are the results. You know, you got the director, you know, people saw his past tweets where he was attacking people for not agreeing with some of his statements or whatever, or he talking about it's good to make people mad about the whole Batman's a fascist thing. But guess what? You want people to watch your movie. But when you start attacking your fans, or you start pissing off your viewing audience, guess what? That goes with them actually watching your stuff. You can't insult your viewing audience and then expect them to show up. All you had to do was just say. All you had to do was just shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Because you purposely added that line in there. That line was in poor taste. All you had to do was maybe be like, you know, when he said, yeah, Batman's a fascist, and then you could have had the whole family saying, shut up, uncle, whatever the fuck George Lopez uncle was a name in that movie is, because I don't remember. But you should have did something like that, where he say something, but then everybody kind of defends Batman and be like, shut up, whatchamacallit, uncle, whatever, and stuff like that. Because they know he full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Then that way people could have been a great laugh right there. But instead, you leave the trailer with that and then wonder why people aren't watching your movie. And now you're begging for people to hopefully come and watch the movie. But I mean, like JoJo said, it's just a little too late, a little too long, and I can't wait. Like, what you want? You want us to improve? You want us to just give you money after you insult us? No thanks. Sorry. That's not how this shit works. Tired of it. People are tired, and if Blue Beetle failed, Blue Beetle's gonna fail. It is what it is. That's how I look at it. But Blue Beetle, are you guys gonna go see it? Like I said, I have no interest in seeing it. Honestly, I have no interest in seeing any superhero movie. Like I said, that Henry Cavill thing just kind of deflated any kind of live action superhero movie. Honestly, like I just, as much as I want to care, I can't. I don't have the energy to even care about these movies anymore. Like, it's funny, but like, you know, I didn't think I would ever get to that point. But yeah, I don't care. If Blue Beetle fail, it'll fail. If not, that's fine. But I will say, people who claim they're fans of Blue Beetle, read his comic books first. Read his comic books. There's not that many of them. Go read them first and foremost. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.